Hey, what's up, you guys? Killer Kyle coming back at you with a new video. It's been a little while. I try to post as often as possible. Sometimes it'll be a few days, sometimes it'll be a month, sometimes it'll be 2 months, sometimes it'll be longer, sometimes it'll be shorter. It really all depends on whether or not I can find the right content to post on YouTube and also coming up with ideas and just I really should try and post a little bit more, but anyways, I digress. So, here's what's up. Last night was watching Raw. Fairly good show, not bad. They had some really interesting things. They made mention of Harley Race, who passed away last Thursday at the age of 76. May he rest in peace. And they had some just his career and his life, and lots of people putting out tweets about his career and his just who he was as a man and all and just how great of a guy he was and people who worked with him and all this other stuff. And there was some other things that happened that were quite interesting, especially with SummerSlam just a few days, well, this Sunday. They are really doing an interesting job of who this person is that's going after Roman Reigns. First, it was SmackDown last week. You've got Roman going to do an interview to talk about who his opponent is going to be for SummerSlam, or little hints or whatever. And then as he's making his way there, he gets like the scaffolding pushed over on top of him, and he manages to get out and not get injured. And then last night on Raw, they have Samoa Joe come out, and he's all upset because a lot of people are speculating that he was the one that did that that tried to take out Roman. And I guess Joe was like, no, I'm not going to do that to Roman. If I'm going to, confront somebody, I'm going to do it man to man, face to face. And so, because of that, he was like, I want an apology from Roman. I'm going to shut down Raw until I get an apology from Roman. And then he leaves. This was at the top of Raw. So, a little bit later, he comes out and he's like, Alright, Roman, I know you're on your way to the building or you're here. I want my apology. Raw is not going to continue until I have my apology, and so on and so forth. And then he gets informed that Roman has made his way to the building, and Joe's like, Alright, I'm going to go out and confront him and have a talk about this. And so you see Joe making his way down a long rampway to the parking lot, and you see a car pull in, and of course it's Roman, and Roman gets out, and Joe's like, "All right, Joe's like, I've been waiting for you. I want my apology." And Roman starts to get out of the vehicle, and he's talking with Joe, and he's like, "Okay, there's going to be a confrontation, maybe they'll fight." And then here comes this. You see Roman look off, and he jumps back into his vehicle. Here comes this car ramming into his vehicle, and it's like, okay, so somebody tried to do a hit and run on Roman, and then so they go to commercial. They come back from commercial, and they show during the commercial there's Joe going over, like the car speeds away. Joe goes over, checks on Roman. It's like, hey, stay still, don't move, and get medics and wear security and all this other stuff. Then a little bit later, they show Triple H over talking with Roman. It's like, hey man, you all right? You good? Stay still, try not to move. So they're really doing a good job of the intrigue of like who's got it out for Roman, who's trying to, injure Roman or hurt Roman or take out Roman Reigns or whatever. So it'll be interesting to find out what they're gonna potentially do tonight with the whole Roman situation and tie it into SummerSlam. But there's some pretty big news that happened. So, the end of the night rolls around, and of course, Miz is going to host an episode of Miz TV, and he's in the ring, and he's talking about SummerSlam, and introduces Shawn Michaels, and Shawn Michaels comes out, and of course, we know the situation with Dolph and Shawn, and so Dolph comes out, and they're talking back and forth, and whatever. So Dolph signs the contract for a match at SummerSlam, and Miz is like, hey man, you should have read the fine print because your match isn't against me. And it's like, okay, so you're going to have a match with Dolph against Shawn, and Shawn's going to get retribution for Dolph super kicking him a few weeks ago, and that should be a good match. But Shawn's like, no man, it ain't me. He's like, okay, if it's not Miz and it's not Shawn, then who is it? Lo and behold, whose music should hit? Dun, 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 dun. Anyway, Goldberg. And it's like, okay, this makes sense because Dolph's been talking a lot of shit about Goldberg over the last little while on Twitter. And, this all stemmed from the wild match that Goldberg had with Undertaker at the Super Showdown. So, as of right now, it's official. Dolph Ziggler is going to go one-on-one with Goldberg at SummerSlam. You guys will have to tune in this Friday or check out Matt and I's protection video for SummerSlam as well as NXT TakeOver Toronto, which we're going to be doing on Friday. We'll go a little more in depth on it. Matt will give his thoughts on opinions on it, I'm sure. I will probably go a little more in depth on it myself, but I just thought I'd jump on, give that little bit of a report, and I will try my best to do more videos on a more regular basis. I know I've said that quite a bit, but I really should. And I'll see you again. See you Friday. And who knows, maybe Matt and I will do another Facebook Live. Anyways, bye.